and take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Jackson will throw again.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
Touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again. Multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Jackson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyquan Thornton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Cardinals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Finding Walker complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They go play action with Jackson. And now here is another interception. And the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. I think you and I... Surprise back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try the left side. Richards
to about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Down inside the 10.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And his kick here is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, it's Richards. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This is Walker.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Completes it to Hardman. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And Jackson throwing once more.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Back to throw, Willis. A short one here, caught by McBride.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals.